Okay, good morning everyone. We have a nice small cozy group today. Good to see Pamela's back. Welcome back, Pamela. Welcome Emma as well. Welcome back, hope you're well. And Rosina, welcome back. And Diane, welcome back. Good to have you all here. Let's get cracking. Here comes a few others. Please come lay on your backs when you're ready and make sure you're warm, you're comfortable when you come to lay on your back. Good morning, Sylvia.
Good morning.
So when you come to lay on your back, please just settle down. If you want to, you can close your eyes or you can keep them open, however you wish. And simply begin to observe how you connect with the floor. Check out how the backs of your heels are in contact with the floor. Morning, Beverly. How you feel the spaces between the ankles and the floor. How do you feel the calf muscles resting on the floor? And notice how you feel the spaces between the backs of the knees and the floor. And your shoulder blades, how do they rest on the floor? The back of the head. How do you feel your arms and hands are resting? The pelvis. And check out the floating ribs. So the floating ribs are the small ribs just in front of you, above your belly. Notice how they are. And how do they move as you breathe? Good morning, Steffi. So notice how those ribs move as you breathe, and simply take lots and lots of really good quality time to breathe in, and take all the time that you need to breathe out, letting everything go. And notice what else moves. Do you feel as you exhale, maybe some parts of you come a little closer to the floor? Maybe you feel some of your limbs begin to come into more contact with the floor, some muscles. Go through the whole of yourself, feeling your contact with the floor and your breathing. Good morning, Mum, and good morning, Gay. You weren't the latest one, Steffi. You're a good one. My mum's the naughty one today. I'm in trouble now. Yeah, so just be with your breathing just for a minute, quietly observing as you take your time to breathe, as you exhale, which parts of you just come a little closer towards the floor. And we're going to go over a lesson today a little bit later. It's a very special one, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I taught it maybe a month ago or something, but there's so much depth to it, and when you revisit it, it's like a totally new, incredible lesson. When you're ready, please begin to very slowly, simply roll your head a little from side to side. And even though it's a very easy thing to do, try to do much less all the time. Feel where you can maybe go a bit more slowly. Where can you relax more as you do this? Maybe the toes even, the jaws, neck, the eyes, lips and the mouth and the jaws. Slowly, slowly. Even begin to make it smaller and smaller. And the next time your head finds its way to the middle, stay there. And very gently and softly bend your legs so your feet stand on the floor. And let your arms just rest beside you for a moment, and we're going to just touch on something funny we did yesterday morning, and I think we did it in an evening class once as well as a funny lesson, but it's good preparation. Begin to very gently lift the right hip very softly away from the floor and let it settle back down. But really slowly. Maybe start the movement with an exhalation. And you can play with the size of the movement. You can make it very small or a little bigger. And feel what moves, what's happening behind you, which ribs float up, which ribs massage into the floor. How far up your spine can you feel this movement? Take your time, make it really nice and clear. And you can begin to enjoy exploring where you can let the movement come from. So you can gently press the right foot into the floor, or you can gently massage different ribs into the floor, or think of rotating the spine itself and really enjoy how the spine connects to the hip. Or you can think of rolling from the pelvis, or a combination of different things. Or just imagine someone's pulling your hip up, letting it slowly sink down. And notice all the wonderful movements which flow through the rest of you. You can massage the ribs over the shoulders, and then when you're ready, make the movement much smaller and much faster. And to make it faster, you've got to make it smaller. And keep breathing, and if you think you may get tired, stop, rest, and then do it again. And really make it very small and very fast. So it's almost like a little tremor. Feel how your ribs and your bones move inside you with these very small, fast, tremory-like movements. Really let it flow through you. Okay, open your knees, stretch out your legs, rest for a moment. And just notice where you feel the feelings and sensations from the movement you've just done. And again, please bend your legs so your feet stand on the floor. And when you're ready, begin to float up the left hip. And then let it sink down. Nice and gently, just float it up very slowly. Take your time to let it sink down. Maybe start the movement with an exhalation and keep breathing. And begin to really enjoy how your hip connects to other parts of you. What happens through the legs, the ribs, the spine, deep in the chest. And you can begin to explore using your foot to do the movement, or just think of the hip floating up and lifting away from the floor. Or you can think of massaging different ribs into the floor, floating different ribs away from the floor, move from different joints of the spine. There's so much to explore here. Each time, make it much softer, much easier. And then when you're ready, begin to make the movement much smaller and much faster. But small. If you make it big, you won't be able to go fast. So make it really tiny. And don't get tired. Every now and then rest, and then do it again. Make it very small and fast. And feel all the movements which flow through the rest of you. Okay, let it go. Open your knees, stretch out your legs, have a very good rest. And just feel how both the legs lengthen out of the hips. Really feel the length and get a good sense of the length of your spine. And then bend your legs yet again, so your feet stand on the floor. Have the palms of your hands facing down to the floor. And very gently as you breathe out, lift your right shoulder away from the floor. The elbow stays on the floor and let it sink back down. And repeat each time with less effort, more feeling. And really let the movement flow through the rest of you. Feel how the shoulder mobilizes the ribs, the spine. And you can begin to explore, excuse me, you can explore moving from different places. You can gently press the elbow into the floor pushes up for you to float the shoulder up, and then smoothly, slowly, gradually unpush. You can feel the ribs that massage into the floor and just gently mobilize your shoulder from the ribs, massaging different ribs into the floor. You can think of the spine or what pushes up away from the floor. How can you bring more and more of your whole self into the movement? And then let the head begin to roll to the left with you as you do this. And then make the movements very small, so it's a tiny movement. The head still rolls to the left, but make it faster. Then keep the head in the middle, just do the movement of the shoulder very fast, small and fast. And then let the head roll to the right every time the shoulder lifts. Okay, rest for a moment, stretch out the legs. We're not going to do the whole lesson. The whole lesson gets more and more fun, but not today. We've got lots of other things to do. But just feel as you rest, what's changed? Check in with your breathing. Take lots of good quality time to breathe in. Take all the time that you need to breathe out. Let everything go. And feel again which limbs come closer to the floor as you breathe out. Please bend your legs yet again so your feet stand on the floor, and begin to breathe out, float up your left shoulder, nice and gently. Begin to really enjoy exploring where the movement can come from. So you can think of just leaning into the left elbow and feel the floor pushing back up through you. Or you can just feel how you can use different ribs and smoothly massage them into the floor. Or think of the spine itself just twisting or pushing different parts of yourself up away from the floor. And then when you're ready, make the movement still slow, but begin to let the head roll to the right with you. And then make the movement very, very small and very, very fast. Feel where you can relax more and more as you do this. And keep the head in the middle and just do the shoulder. Keep it small and fast. And then every time the shoulder lifts, roll the head to the left. Okay, let it go. Open your knees, stretch out your legs. Have a very, very good rest. Notice how you're settling into the floor differently. Okay, bend your legs again so your feet stand on the floor. Just a few times, very smoothly roll the bottom of the pelvis to the floor. Feel the lower back arching a little, then gently let the top of the pelvis lean into the floor. Feel the lower back flatten. Slowly, slowly. Again, explore where the movement comes from and what else it is moving. And once you can begin to feel how other parts of you are involved, you can have fun mobilizing the pelvis from those parts of you. You can think of moving the spine down, away from the head, and up towards the head to roll the pelvis. Or maybe you can gently roll the back of your head lightly on the floor so the chin comes towards the chest and away from the chest, or float and sink down different ribs, or you can use your feet to help you. Really enjoy how everything is so wonderfully interconnected, and when you're ready, make the movement much smaller and much faster. Okay, let that go. Keep your legs bent and lift your right arm up in the air. Turn the palm outwards. Cross your left arm over the top and lock your fingers together. And notice how nicely connected this movement is that we do now that you're probably all familiar with. Gently move your arms from side to side. And really enjoy how the hands connect through the arms, through the shoulders, into the ribs and the spine. You may feel suddenly the connection is even clearer. Suddenly the weaker parts of the body, the fingers and the hands, connect much better with the stronger parts of the body in terms of muscle power. Come back to the middle. Gently float your arms overhead so the hands come towards the floor. And then very gently bring the hands back up and a little towards your legs. And repeat really softly. And enjoy all the movements which are flowing through different bones and joints as you do this. You can stop in different places, listen to your breathing, do little small micro movements. and make it very, very smooth. Can you feel how your pelvis moves, how your head's involved? Maybe you can even let your feet become a little involved. Okay, wonderful. The next time your hands point to the ceiling, twist your hands to your chest, let your arms rest for a moment. And then lift your left arm in the air, turn the hand outwards, cross the right hand over the top, lock your fingers, keeping the arms straightish, move your arms from side to side, and really feel a nice clear connection into the ribs. Enjoy how one shoulder floats up, the other one sinks down. Feel the massage across the upper back. Let the ribs really soften. Back to the middle and begin to explore, taking your arms overhead. Let the movement really flow through you. And slowly in your own time, you bring the hands back up and a little to your legs. And repeat each time with less effort, more feeling. And again, you can hang out if you want to in different places. Just be with your breathing. Or explore small micro movements within big movements. Great, let it go. Gently twist your hands to your chest, let your arms rest beside you. Open your knees, stretch out your legs, have a very, very good rest. Check out how you feel the length of the legs, the length of the spine, the length of both your arms. How is your breathing? And again, as you exhale, feel where you feel you become a little closer to the floor. Which limbs are moving. And then point your toes towards the ceilings and begin to gently flex and extend your feet. And let this movement rock your pelvis, rock your spine. With the movements you've done, you may feel maybe it's nice and smooth, but don't get tired. You can still rest and have another go when you're ready. Really feel how the spine moves through you. Okay, pause, rest. Please bend both your legs so your feet stand on the floor. And very gently and softly begin to peel your back up away from the floor, very smoothly. Feel which joint of the spine leans into the floor before you lift it up, then the next one, the next one. Take your time, just to wherever you feel very comfortable. And take your time to smoothly and gradually ease yourself back down. Be in no hurry to get anywhere. Repeat just a few more times. And as you do it, really feel all the different movements which are flowing deep within you. Now the next time you lift your back up, keep your back lifted, and feel how you can slowly push with the feet and the floor to push the spine through you. So your chin moves away from the chest, then use your feet to pull the spine down through you. The shoulder blades stay where they are, but just really enjoy how you can use your feet to send the spine up and down through you. Go slowly and gently, and you can lengthen, stay there, begin to shorten, then lengthen more. And also enjoy how the ribs are moving over the shoulder blades, so you're kind of separating them, removing any rust from the shoulders. Let it go, carefully ease yourself down, open your knees, stretch out, and again have a very, very good rest. Feel what's different in how your weight's distributed on the floor and how your breathing moves through you now. When you're ready, please roll over onto your tummy. Put both your hands in push-up position. Tuck your chin a little under so you're not squashing your nose. And tuck your toes under. And lift the knees and lift the head just a tiny bit and begin to move your heels towards the head and away from the head with the toes tucked under. Really, you can use your toes to help you. And again, feel the spine pushing and pulling through you. And don't get tired. Every now and then, have rest. Then do it again with less effort, more feeling. Think of your toes softening, the ankles softening. Let the knees be soft. And once you can feel how other parts of you are moving, have a go moving from them. You can move the spine up and down, or just massage your pelvis over your belly. Use your hands, but never get tired. Okay, let that go. Just untuck your toes, rest for a moment. And when you're ready, tuck your toes under again, lift the knees, and very gently push into the toes. Feel your spine beginning to lengthen. And the moment your head begins to move, carry on lengthening, but lift the head a little. And look ahead and come back down. Have another go. The moment you feel your head beginning to move, keep lengthening, but think of lifting and looking ahead. So you're lengthening the spine and lifting it. You're not just extending the back. Think of the spine lengthening through you as you lift up. You can gradually go a little further, just to where it feels comfortable. Maybe breathe out, and as you do it, and then carry on breathing. Slowly, 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 slowly. Go much more slowly. We're not going quickly, but very slowly. Slowly, slowly. Take your time. Each time make it slower. So the next time make it even slower, so it can become clearer. And the next time you come right up, stay there for a moment, untuck your toes, and gently come onto all fours. And very softly and gently from here, simply breathe out, look down, round your back, move the pelvis slowly back towards the heels, and very lightly lift your eyes as you breathe in and come forwards and repeat very slowly and softly. So you breathe out, look down, round your back, going backwards. Inhaling, gently, gently, you lift your eyes, look ahead, making the movement as smooth as you can. Slow, easy, gentle movements. Wonderful. That's good. And feel your whole self involved with what you're doing. The next time you come up onto all fours, do kind of the opposite. Breathe in, lift your eyes as you go backward, and breathe out, look down as you come forwards. The next time you go back to your heels, spread your knees a little, lengthen your arms forwards and fold forwards and down. You can keep your arms ahead if you wish. Or you can put your hands under your head or rest your arms beside you. Do whatever feels most comfortable for you. And check in with your breathing. Simply take lots of good quality time to breathe in all the time that you need to breathe out, and feel where your limbs come closer to the floor as you breathe out. Okay, wonderful. Gently come back up onto all fours. And when you're ready, gently lengthen the left leg back behind you. Bring the left knee towards your chest, crossing the left knee over the right knee. And take the right leg back and up. Bring the right knee over the left knee. And use your hands to help you go for a little walk forwards. And then when you're ready, begin to walk backwards. Cross one knee behind the other. You take the other knee back. All this is really good for the hips. And you play with it. Just take some good steps forwards, good steps backwards. And the next time you have one leg in front of the other, spread your feet a little apart, bring your hands a little closer to the legs, and gently breathe out, look down, round your back, let go of the weight of the pelvis so the front knee lifts, and smoothly lift your eyes to come forwards. Each time make it softer and easier. You can stop in different places, just breathe and rest, or do little micro movements. Or you can even sit between the feet and sit right up if you wish. Make sure whatever you do is very comfortable. Take your time. The next time you come back up, take the knee that's behind in front of that knee. Spread your feet apart, bring your hands a little closer to your legs, and when you're ready, begin to explore, breathing out, rounding your back, slowly come back. Breathe in, lift your eyes to smoothly come forwards. Really get a good sense that you're breathing with the whole of yourself. You can hang out and rest where it feels good. Do little micro movements, bigger movements. You can sit up if you wish. Very nice. Okay, the next time you come forwards, gently uncross your legs, tuck your toes under, bring your hands a little closer to your knees and your bottom a little to your heels. Very gently lean into the hands to lift the knees a little, then come back again. And really let the pelvis move freely, allowing your toes to soften. You can come all the way to squatting and let your hands come away from the floor if you wish. Doing just what feels nice for you. Thinking of the ankles softening, the toes softening. Very nice. Great. Okay, come back onto all fours. Keep the toes tucked under. And very slowly move your pelvis back to the heels. Lean into the hands to float your knees up, and then float your hips right up, keeping the heels lifted. Let the head hang right down. And feel that connection that you felt on your tummy and on the back with the feet and the whole spine. Lightly lean into the hands, draw the heels towards the floor, but feel how the spine moves through you, and how the ribs can separate a little from the shoulders. And then gently, when you're ready, you lift the heels up, bring the knees down, come back gently onto all fours. And when you feel ready, repeat again. You move your pelvis back, float the knees up, gently, gently float your hips right up, let your head hang right down. And very lightly feeling connections into your ribs, spine, shoulders. Draw the heels down, feeling the length. And keep exploring this. You can hang out there, breathe, keep moving if you want. Take your time. Each time do much less. Feel where you can relax more and more. Make it lighter, softer, making all these connections even clearer. Now play with it. You can if you want to. From this downward dog-like position, you can if you wish, bring your hands towards your legs and just hang in a forward bend, fold your arms. You come into squatting from there, then back into a forward bend and into downward dog, back into a child posture. Just explore for a minute or two. Different movements, but only moving with ease and comfort. We'll be back in one moment. That's nice. Okay, wonderful. When you feel you've explored all of this enough, let it all go. You can explore a little bit more. Maybe you're still enjoying something, so carry on, but in your own time. Please let it all go. Come rest flat on your backs when you're ready. No rush. Okay, when you're ready, please again bend both your legs so your feet stand on the floor. And you want your feet to be roughly in line with the hips or the shoulders. And have the palm of the right hand facing upwards. So the palm of the right hand faces up to the ceiling, and very slowly, without having any intention to actually get there, or I want you to throw away the tension of trying to achieve anything. Just be with easy movements and what's very easy. Let the sensations of ease and pleasure guide you. Begin to slide the back of the right hand on the floor towards the right foot, and very gently return. Just do that a few times, very slowly. Doesn't matter if you don't touch the foot, you just go in the direction. Notice what's in your awareness more, the clavicle, the collarbone, or the shoulder blade? Maybe both. Or can you sense more clearly moving? And then tie with the palm of the hand facing down. Do the same thing. And again, just ask yourself, do you feel the shoulder blade more or the collarbone a little more? Go very slowly. The slower you go, the better. And do it a couple of times with the palm up, a couple of times with the palm down. And begin to let the head roll with you. So as the hand slides down, let the head maybe roll to the right. Feel how the ribs can become involved a little. Okay, let it go, stretch out your legs, have a little rest. So before we were doing a lot of movements, moving the ribs over the shoulder blades, and now we're going to be doing something interesting with the shoulder blade moving over the ribs, but then all sorts of other interesting things are going to happen and develop. Now bend your right leg so the right foot stands on the floor. Just the right leg, and keep the left leg long. And with the palm facing upwards, begin to slide the back of the right hand on the floor towards the foot again. Let the head roll to the right gradually and very, very slowly return. Have a little rest and then do it again. You can again do it with the palm up a few times and the palm down a few times. And try and feel what's happening beyond the hand, the shoulder and the head. What do you feel in the spine? Really slow down. You can begin to go one way, then change direction, then change direction again. Take your time. With the palm up a few times, the palm down a few times. That will do. Stretch out. Have a very good rest. Just feel anything a little different between your right side and your left side. Now, when you're ready, Bend your right leg again. So the right foot stands on the floor. Have the palm of the right hand facing upwards. And again, gently begin to slide the right hand towards the right foot and let your head roll to the right, just like before, and return. But as you do this, add something. As you slide the hand down and roll the head to the right, feel the movement, some movement flowing down the spine, and gradually let the pelvis roll to the left. The right hip begins to float up and return. So just like before, earlier in the class when you were lifting and lowering the hip, but let it come from up above, from the hand and the head moving. So gradually the right hip floats up and the pelvis gradually rolls to the left. And take your time to unwind, come back, slowly, slowly. Now begin to really feel where you can do much less. Feel as you're moving more and more where you can relax. Feel all the different places where you can relax, let go even more. Where can you go more slowly? So if you go slowly here, it will really help you. Feel how you gradually change in shape, how different parts of you come away from the floor, different parts of you roll into the floor. And just enjoy how the upper spine and the lower spine simultaneously rotate in opposite directions, making it softer, smoother, more oily, more juicy. Okay, good. And then gently bend your left leg as well. So your left foot stands on the floor. Put the right hand somewhere near the right hip on your lower belly. And very lightly begin to lift the right foot up and slide your right hand along the leg, along the inside of the leg, as if you wanted to bring the right foot and the right hand towards each other. Then very, very smoothly you slide the hand back down as the foot slowly returns back to the floor. Relax. When you feel ready, do the same thing, but let your hand slide along the outside of the leg, and you bring the hand and the foot very gently towards one another, and really slowly you come back and go once down the inside, once down the outside, just thinking of the hand and the foot coming towards one another. Whether they reach each other or not's not important. And feel the subtle movements deep in the hip joint. Slowly, slowly. Make it very, very easy. Relax more and more. That's good. Nice, soft and easy. And the next time your foot comes down, so your leg's always bent, you don't straighten the leg. The leg always stays bent, and you're just sliding the hand and the foot towards each other, coming back and standing the foot on the floor, so the leg's still bent, then the other way. But the next time your foot comes down to the floor, keep it on the floor, let your arms rest beside you. Just in your feeling, notice if the right foot is closer to the right hip than the left foot is to the left hip. If you want to, you can put your hands somewhere near your hips and just try and measure the distance between the hands and the hips and the feet, and you'll notice probably the right foot's a little closer. Can anyone feel that a little? You may feel there's some nice funny change there. Now very gently, with the legs bent, palms facing upwards, very slowly and gently, begin to slide again the right hand towards the right foot, but with both legs bent. Let the head roll to the right hip floats up eventually and come back again. Make it really gentle. The whole time your left shoulder blade stays where it is. Just make a really light, easy movement. Slowly, slowly. Feel where you can relax more, make it more comfortable. So your pelvis rolls as your hand slides down, but let the pelvis roll eventually. Rolling the pelvis gently to the left. Okay, stretch out, have a very good rest. Well done. And as you rest, again feel any differences between your right side and your left side. Please bend your right leg again, just the right foot so it stands. Have the palm of the right hand facing upwards, and very slowly again slide the right hand towards the right foot and roll the head to the right. The pelvis eventually rolls to the left and very smoothly come back. Nice and easy. And then when you're ready, the next time you slide the hand down and the pelvis rolls to the left, take the hand under the heel, lift the heel and put the heel in the palm of the hand. And keep the body kind of twisted to the left here. So the ribs on the right side are lifted off the floor. Just relax here and gently lift the front of the right foot and put it down a few times. Very softly. Lift the toes and the front of the foot and put it down. The heel stays in the hand. The whole time the body remains twisted to the left. And then when you're ready, lift the heel of the foot up. Keep the heel lifted. The toes stay on the floor. And turn the heel and put the heel on the floor by the little finger. Then lift the heel, turn the heel, put the heel on the floor between the thumb and the other fingers. You lift it, turn it, put it down, and repeat very softly. Try and imagine what's happening deep in your skeleton. Make it softer, smoother, lighter. And the next time, bring the heel back into the palm of the hand, and a few times lift the front of the foot, then lift the heel up, then the front of the foot. Does the front of the foot maybe lift a little easier than before? And let it go carefully, come out of there, stretch right out, have a very good rest. As you rest again, let the feelings and sensations from these movements you've been doing flow through you and feel any differences between your right side and your left side. Okay, gently, when you're ready, please bend your right leg again and slide your left arm away from your body and somewhere comfortable overhead where you can rest in comfort on the floor. So your left arm's up on the floor but really in comfort. And very gently begin to slide the right hand down towards the right foot and have an intention to see your right foot. Roll the head, but don't worry if you don't see it, and return back again, looking to the ceiling. So just like before, you slide the hand down, let the pelvis eventually roll to the left, have some intention to see your right foot, and return. So use your eyes a little here. This does something to the organization of the spine and the rest of you. It doesn't matter if you don't see the foot or you do see it. Make it very soft and begin to enjoy all the different movements through the ribs, the spine, the shoulders, both of them, what happens through the left shoulder even into the left arm. And now when you're ready, as you slide the hand down and the pelvis rolls left, begin to look to your left shoulder and have an intention to look up towards your left hand. And think of the back of the head kind of chasing the right shoulder a little, and return. So as you slide the hand down, have an intention to look up towards the left hand. Really feel deep into the depths of your ribs and your spine. Move slowly and breathe slowly. Where can you relax much more? Really take your time. Enjoy how the spine is moving deep within you. And then when you're ready, look once at one hand as you do it, and the next time you do it, look at the other hand. So you alternate and really enjoy the journey deep inside, what's happening through the spine, the hips, the shoulders. Now begin to do much less, really feel where you can relax much more as you do this and really slow the movement down even more. Breathing slowly, moving slowly. Take your time. That's good. Nice, slow, easy movements. Allow the pelvis to roll to the left every time. Let it go. Stretch out, rest. What do you feel deep inside? What's different between your right side, your left side? Now bend both your legs. Have the palms facing upwards. Of course there's going to be a difference, but it's good to feel it. Gently slide the right hand towards the right heel once, and then slide the left hand to your left heel. You'll probably feel, of course, there's a difference. And then let that go. Before we do the other side, roll to one side, please come to stand. And in standing, just look ahead for a moment and relax as you stand. Don't force yourself to stand in any way, just relax and just feel in standing Do you feel, I feel like a bit like a banana. I'm kind of, don't know, one side the shoulders more down, one side feels longer, and begin to walk around. See if you can feel what you've done in how you walk. Maybe you feel one foot balancing differently from the other. Maybe you turn easier to one side than the other. And then stop wherever you are and very slowly begin to walk backwards. And see if you can feel a difference between the left foot and the right foot. Maybe the right foot's more confident to take bigger steps than the left foot is. See if you can feel some difference between the feet. Go very slowly. Maybe you feel a different connection with the ankle, the knee, the hip. And also maybe just one leg is more confident and has more, you have more control over it. Okay, let that go. Come back onto your backs. Did anyone feel funny differences in standing there, by the way? Yay, fantastic. It's really amazing how we're transforming inside. I love this lesson because if you've done it more than once, you'll get even more out of it. Come rest flat on your backs, close your eyes. Let's balance everything out. Now, we have a choice. Do you want me to talk you through all the steps, or do you feel you want to do it quietly by yourself? Shall I talk you through, or? Yeah, okay, good. If you feel, okay, a few people pointing you, thumbs up. Okay, sometimes it's nice to, I can shut up and be quiet and let people get on with it, but I'll talk you through. But if there's anything you want to explore further, and we go into the next step, you really do it just in your own time. So bend both your legs. So both feet stand on the floor. And begin to, with the palm of the left hand facing upwards, simply begin to explore, slowly, without being in a hurry, sliding the back of the hand along the floor, in the direction of the left foot. Take your time and be in no hurry to come back, and do it a few times with the palm up, a few times with the palm down, noticing what you feel more, the shoulder blade or the collarbone moving. Very slowly. Okay, stretch out, rest for a moment, and really let the feelings and sensations from what you've done flow through you, even this small movement. How are the shoulder blades resting? Please bend only the left leg, and with the palm of the left hand facing upwards, very slowly begin to slide the hand down and let your head roll to the left. Don't let the pelvis lift yet, but begin to let movements flow into the pelvis. As if you wanted to look down to your hand or your foot and come back, and think of your spine becoming softer. Go more slowly, more gently. Let the ribs begin to move more. Rest from time to time and do it again. And when you're ready, as you slide the hand down, through this sliding movement and rolling off the head, begin to let the left hip float up. Make it very gradual, so it doesn't just lift up immediately, but it's a gradual process which lifts it up. So go very slowly, take your time. Take your time to come back as well. From time to time, just have a good rest and then carry on. Always look to make it much easier and simpler. Okay, let it go, stretch out, rest for a moment. And then bend your legs again. Put the left hand somewhere near the left hip. Keeping the left leg bent, begin to float the left foot up as you bring the left hand along with the inside of the leg, and you simply bring the left hand and foot towards each other and very softly release, let the foot stand on the floor. Then have it go down the outside of the leg, bringing the foot and the hand towards one another, then away. Really doing only what's very easy. Once down the inside, then the outside, and try and feel the subtle movements of the leg deep in the hip joints. Make it very, very soft. Slowly, slowly. So whether you touch your foot or not, it's really not important. You just aim there, but go so slowly that you can feel all the subtleties of the movement you're doing. The next time your foot stands on the floor, keep it on the floor. Rest your hands on the floor and notice the distance between the left heel and the left buttock and the right heel and the right buttock. You may feel the left foot by itself organized differently, so it's a little closer. Now stretch out your right leg only, keep the left foot standing, have the palm of the left hand facing upwards, and again begin to slide the left hand down, roll the head to the left, and let the pelvis roll to the right and return very gently, as if you wanted to look a little down towards your hand as you do it. Gradually invite more and more of your whole self to become involved with the movement. And the next time you slide the hand down, take the hand under the heel, bring the heel into the palm of the hand, keeping your body twisted to the right. Adjust yourself so you can be comfortable. And gently and softly lift the front of the left foot and put it down, very slowly and smoothly. The heel stays in the hand the whole time. You just simply lift the front of the foot and put it down. The next time the foot comes down, lift the heel up, keeping the toes on the floor, and move the heel to the floor by the little finger. Then float the heel up, slowly move the heel to the floor between the thumb and the other fingers. Make it very smooth and gentle. Let the ankle move very softly. And then bring the heel into the palm again and gently lift the front of the foot. Put the front of the foot down, lift the heel up, put the heel down like a seesaw. Notice if the front of the foot can lift a little better. Let it go, carefully straighten up, stretch out, have a very good rest. Just be with your innermost feelings and sensations. When you feel ready, please bend your left leg so your foot stands. Slide your right arm away from your body, somewhere comfortable overhead where it can rest comfortably. Have the back of the left hand on the floor and begin to gently, slowly slide the left hand down towards the left heel. Look down towards the left hand and let the pelvis really roll to the right. And slowly, gradually you return looking to the ceiling. Just do that several times. Each time make it softer, more pleasurable. Breathing slowly, moving slowly. Let the head roll lightly and begin to use your eyes a little bit more, but gently. Really slow down. Now when you're ready, as you slide the hand down, begin to look up towards the right hand, as if the back of the head is chasing the left shoulder down. And take your time to slowly release. So you slide the left hand down and look up to the right hand and use this movement to help you reach towards your foot. Very gradually you release. Be in no hurry. Really enjoy how the spine is moving through you. You can look beyond the right hand if you want, even. Take your time. Feel which parts of you can really push up away from the floor. And then when you're ready, do the same thing, but look once to one hand as you reach. Then the next time you do it, you look towards the other hand. Feel how the ribs are waking up and coming to life, the spine is coming to life, the pelvis, the hips, the whole of yourself. Let the spine become really soft and free. Okay, wonderful. Let it go. Straighten up, stretch out. Notice all the different places where you connect with the floor now. Check in with your breathing as you exhale. What comes closer to the floor now? Let go of the weight of your head. Roll your head just a little from side to side. Does your neck feel a little softer? Or much softer than in the beginning? And then bend both your legs so your feet stand on the floor and gently reach with one hand towards one foot. Let your head roll, then the other hand. And notice if it's become easier. You can let your pelvis begin to dance with you. So as you reach with the left hand, your pelvis rolls right. As you reach with the right hand, the pelvis rolls to the left. And you can play with the pelvis leading the movement rather than the hands, or if the hands lead the movement, or use your feet or the ribs, your eyes. Let the whole of yourself become more involved with the movement. Make it a really nice dance. Make it soft, fluid and yummy and delicious. Okay, let that go. And just a few times, do what we did earlier on. Lift the right hip, sink it down and make it smaller and faster. And see, maybe you can go a little faster and better coordinated. Then stop, then slowly lift the left hip and put it down. When you're ready, make it smaller and faster and looser. And see maybe again if it's easier to make it faster. Let that go, roll your pelvis up and down a few times. Let it all go. Find an easy way to come to stand up. And when you stand up, just look straight ahead. Notice your posture. Notice your length in standing. How tall do you feel? Suddenly you've decompressed yourself. You should feel your spine's longer, the arms are longer, you've released the arms from the shoulders, you've released the legs from the hips. Maybe your eyes feel softer, the face feels softer. And begin to walk around. Notice how you feel this lesson in walking. Feel how the ankles are, the feet, the toes. Then stop somewhere and very slowly begin to walk backwards. Notice if both feet are a little more confident, the hips are more flexible, and the ankles, the heels, knees all connect much better with the hips. And do you balance better on your feet? Your legs lift lighter. What more do you want in one class? There's so much that's happened today. Anyway, I hope you all had fun and enjoyed today's lesson. It's so nice to have a few of you back who've been missing for a little while for whatever reasons, but I'm happy you're here now, so it's good to see you. And I wish you all a beautiful weekend. Please do spread the word and tell people. And I recommend, if you buy a pack of lessons, just send me a message or email or something just to say that was lesson number 4 or 5,000 or whatever it is. Just so you keep in touch as well, and an excuse to stay in touch. Thank you so much for coming and welcome back, and I look forward to seeing you next time for many more adventures. Lots of love, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.